what's up? Welcome back. Yeah, you can see we got the safety vest on today, using a beautiful Paladin Eldorado brush. Start shaving, whooping up my soap. Yeah, you'll see sometimes on the videos my soap is already all whooped up, and sometimes I do it on camera, and the difference usually is which brush I am using, because if I am using a synthetic brush, I whoop it up before my shower because the shave for me is much more comfortable if I can get to blade on face within like a minute of getting out of the shower. And it very quickly dries off or cools off or whatever changes after you get out of the shower that makes the shave less comfortable. So a lot of time when I use a synthetic, almost always I have my lather made before I hop in the shower. When I use a badger brush or any hair, I've got one boar, I soak the brush while I'm in the shower. So I gotta suffer with it. I guess if I was a bit smarter, I could soak the brush while I was doing other things and then still whip it up before. Anyway, that's just the habit I've gotten into. Today, we're using a beautifully tea-scented soap, Cheshire by Bear Stearns Man. Got the aftershave splash. Beautiful, I think Earl Grey tea scent. Really much love it. And then, yeah, see, I gotta I gotta do myself a haircut. I have not had a professional, I'm sure Barber Dave would not call them professional haircuts. I go to the quickie cut places. I haven't had anybody else cut my hair since the pandemic back in 2020. So I hated going, I've said it before even the pandemic, I hate going to get my hair cut. Quicker the better. I hate it more having to do it myself, so it gets delayed and delayed. So we are back to the Essence razor. For you, it's not really back. Last time I used it, we're still using the Essence razor. Last time was the first time I used it on a Pro Guard. Beautiful, beautiful shave. I shaved it straight 6 days. That's how long I use a Artist Club blade, and then switched over to a few other razors just for you guys, because this is not a Pro Guard blade. Now I hear, I keep saying I won't get into it. I get it. I still keep getting into it. Some people say none of this counts as a straight blade shave. And then there was they're open blade shaves, right? You don't have a safety bar. So at least they're in the same family, right? They're all open blade shaves. But then somebody said, well, geez, there's guards on that blade. That doesn't count. Have you seen the guards on those blades? I mean, you got to get a little microscope out to see the guard. Anyway, if you look at my journal, I post every day how many DE, SE, and straight shaves I have for the year, as well as a total for all past years. These count as straight shaves for me, always will. But this is a Feather Pro blade, no guards. I think I'm going to get some burn, some alum sting at the end. But I thought if this is like even closer equivalent to shaving with a straight razor than a Feather SS, let's see how I do with an unguarded blade in it. But to that point, every time I use a shavette with a half a DE blade in it, those aren't guarded either and everything just fine. So that's why the safety vest. That's why we're heading into uncharted territory here. And I got to remember to pay attention and not just take my status as a professional level shaver for granted. Now this is cool. I'm being very gentle because I am very fragile. But I'm feeling the blade a bit more, which I like. It's singing a bit more. I like it. A bit more audible feedback. You'll see, I could just be scraping the heck out of my skin. Doesn't feel like it though. I think Gear Noir uses Feather Pro, Super Pro Supers, whenever he uses Artist Club blades. I know that the Pro Supers are a touch longer. They're like not a normal size blade. I don't know, you compensating for something there, Gear? Just kidding. But other than that, I don't know what the difference is with the Super. Because again, for my own comfort, I tend to fall back to guarded blades. So we'll see that. And you know, yes, it's just kind of, I guess, for a personal satisfaction level or whatever, it's cool to think you're not using guarded blades or whatever, but it's all comfort to shave, right? I mean, even if this works, I guess it could be a neat, it's nice to change things up, and sometimes you change it up for something that you've got to put more effort and thought into so you don't hurt yourself. It might be good for that, but just for fun of shaving, it's a little nicer to know you don't have to worry about pain, blood. So far, like I said, I like the audible feedback. And it may be, yeah, oh. I was gonna say, maybe because it's audible feedback, it doesn't feel like it's as efficient. I feel like it's not removing as much hair, but I think it just sounds different. It's louder. I'm curious if you guys can hear anything, because, you know, it's right up next to my ear here, but. So far so good. And see, that's what's weird is like, why can I do this? Why can I do this just fine? But if this was a straight with exactly the same geometry, it just weird. No. I feel like I've been pretty soft with the pressure, but my face has that feeling where it feels a little cooler than normal, which is funny to think about because it seems like it can't be the case, but the way it feels is like it does feel like you have removed just a little enough skin that the air feels cooler. If that makes any sense. And maybe it's just you removed a little protective layer of dead skin and your skin is tingling because of the soap. I don't know. But it is a definite different feeling. I've had that before where I've felt that and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get lit up by the alum. So whatever that feeling is, I have a bit of it right now. So we'll see. A few hairs there. It's gotten to the point where this third pass on the cheek does almost nothing. Sometimes I'll get a few right here, and then this patch here, and the rest of the cheek is already BBS with nothing to remove. But I don't want to shortchange myself. It's an opportunity to shave. See, nothing there. There you go. Look at that. If I go like this, oh, why not? I got the safety vest on. Let's see which way should I don't go this way because it's hard for me to pull the skin tight in it. But let's figure something out here. Oh, that's just tempting fate, dude. That's gonna dig in. That's not so smart. That's not so smart. The limits of what I'll do for my audience is filleting my left cheek off. That's why I do two passes this way and this way, because I could never figure out that one. And almost every time, the other passes get everything better than BBS, so it's a non-issue. It's just I noticed that today. And I've been trying to figure out this area right here, because I can get this side BBS with the strokes I use, but I switch over and something about the angle of my neck or the angle of the pass. Frequently, I need to do a little bit of extra clamp or just leave it because, like, there's a little stuff right on the edge of my Adam's apple. Just one little swipe. Not with this. Sometimes when I'm using the SS, I'll go ahead and deal with that. But this, again, seems like that would be tempting a bit of fate for today. So, I don't know. We'll see what the alum tells. No weepers. So far, so good. It did feel like I needed to pay more attention. Which some days is fun, and then some days when I just got to get to work, it's just like, well, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Ask, down here, which is not unexpected. When I know it's been a rough shave is when there's sting on the cheeks, which should always be fine. Nothing there. And even with other razors, things like that, it just kind of seems dependent on the day and how aggressive I am with getting every little hair and stuff. There'll still be a little sting on the cheeks. So, or down here. So there. Just did the alum, we'll rinse it off. Alrighty. The little goat is getting so long there now I dry like that. Isn't that adorable? So listen, I'm still using Thayer's Lemon. They have not stepped up. So if you've got some kind of an astringent product to help me seal up this beautiful mug, I can be bought. I ain't proud. So if you've got a nice product and you would like to sponsor this channel, you go ahead and send it on in, and you'll be all of a sudden my new favorite. That's as simple as it works. That's the American economy right there, right? Man. What I need is Nivea. That's what hey, you out there, you listening? Nivea. Because they got this. Who else is promoting this all the time in America? Who else? Plus, I used to, I still got a bottle down here. They got this nice alcohol-free lotion. That's lovely. They probably have some astringent type product. Now, I don't even really know what that word means. Where'd the cap go? Oh, there it is. So maybe these are both astringents I'm using. I don't have any idea. They work. They work for me. All right. Almost forgot. Now here's, you all know I cannot use menthol on my cheeks, and I haven't used this forever, which is sad because I love tea scents, and it is very difficult to get them that just seem to be tea and nothing else. But when I haven't used an aftershave for a while, I need to read what's in there because I forget. Some I remember very clearly. But, you gotta get on. You gotta share the love. All right. I know that I smell like a tea house in central London. Hope you're having a good weekend. See you on the forums.